Good morning, children. This is Venkat, Computer Faculty of DAV Public School, Dr. NTTPS Ibrahimpatnam. Welcome back to our session. In the previous class, you have learnt about functions like sum, average, max, that is maximum. And today in this class, you are going to learn some more functions in MS Excel. Next function is minimum. The short form is min, where min stands for minimum. From this name itself, you can identify that this function is used to find the minimum value from the selected cells. Let us see some of the steps which we use in order to use the minimum function. Like previous functions, sum, average, maximum, you have to follow the same procedure for using the minimum function. First of all, select the cell where you want to store the result. Second step is click on the drop down arrow next to auto sum button, which is present in the editing group of home tab, and select the min function. Next step is a formula will appear in the selected cell based on the selection of the cells. Next one, press enter key so that the result will be displayed in the selected cell. Next, if you want to copy or drag the formula to the next cells, you can drag it by dragging down using the fill handle tool. Children, observe the first picture on the screen. In this first picture, in the cells A2, B2, C2, D2, I have entered the values 25, 12, 7 and 80 respectively. In E2, I have applied the formula or the function minimum. In this E2, while applying the function minimum, I have selected the cells A2 to D2. It means that I want to find out the minimum values which are present from A2 to D2. So after selecting the function and selecting the cells, if you press enter key, the minimum value will be displayed accordingly. That you can observe in the picture number 2. So out of these 4 cells, the minimum value is 7. In the same way, if you want to drag the formula by dragging down using the fill handle tool to E3 and E4 respectively. So automatically when you drag the formula to E3 and E4, according to the cells, the result has appeared like 17 and 1. Our next function is count numbers. By observing the name itself, you can identify that this function is used to count the number values which are presented in the selected cells. It means that if any text data is there in the selected cells, that cell will not be counted. Only if the cell contains the numeric kind of data, that cell only will be counted. Same steps you have to follow in order to apply the count numbers function. That is step 1, select the cell where you want to store the result. Next, step 2, click on the drop down arrow next to the auto sum button in the editing group of home tab and select the count numbers option. Third step, a formula will appear in the selected cell. Next, press the enter key, the result will be displayed. As usual, step 5 is if you want to copy the formula to the below cells, you can drag it down by using the fill handle tool. Children, observe the pictures which are present on the screen. In this first picture, in the cells A2, B2, C2, D2, I have entered the values 25, 12, A and 80. As the function which I am using is count function, and this function is used to count the number values present in the selected cells. In this range A2 to D2, only 3 numbers are there and 1 text type of data is there. So after applying the function in E2 cell and after selecting the range of cells from A2 to D2 and after pressing enter key, the result will be displayed as 3. Because even though I have selected the 4 cells there A2 to D2, only 3 cells are having the values which are numeric values and 1 cell is containing the text type of data. In the same way, if I drag the formula to other cells E3 and E4, the result will be displayed like this, that is 2 and 1. Children, in the previous classes you have learnt that we can insert the functions in MS Excel in two ways. The first procedure or first way is to click on Home tab, select Editing Group, select the drop down button which is present beside the Auto Sum option, and select the required function like sum, maximum, average, minimum, etc. In the same way, our second procedure is using the function library option. By default, Excel has an entire library of functions. Here, function is nothing but a predefined formula which is used for performing calculations by using specific values which are called as arguments, and these arguments are present in a particular order. Many functions other than AutoSum function are available under different types such as financial functions, logical functions, date and time functions, maths and trigonometry functions, etc. You can use or you can access all these functions from the option or from the group function library which is present in the formulas tab in the ribbon. Let us see how to use LCM function. This LCM function is available under the math and trigonometry group. Children, in the first picture in A2, B2, C2 and D2, I have entered the values for which I want to find out the LCM. In E2, I want to store the result. So after entering the values in the particular cells A2, B2, C2, D2, I have selected the formulas tab, I have selected the function library group, and after that in that function library group all the functions are classified into or displayed into different types. So as I want to find out the LCM for the given numbers here, and just now I have told you that this LCM function is present in math and trigonometry group, I have clicked on the math and trigonometry group. After selecting the math and trigonometry group, you can find different functions there, and out of these functions, as I want to apply the LCM function, I have selected the LCM function. After selecting the LCM function, in the second picture you can see that LCM will be displayed, that function will be displayed in cell E2. After displaying the function name there, you can select the range A2 to D2, and after selecting the range A2 to D2, if you click on OK, automatically the result, that is here LCM of all the four numbers, will be displayed in E2. After selecting the range of cells, that is from A2 to D2, you can click on OK, so that the result will be displayed in E2 in the picture number 2. Here the LCM or the result for the numbers 2, 4, 6, 8 is 24. Our next function is upper. This function is used to convert any text into uppercase. Here uppercase means capital letters. So from this you can understand that this function is a text type of function, and this function cannot be used for numeric type of data. Children, in the first picture I have entered the text type of data in D2, D3, D4. In D2 I have entered the name Rajiv, and in D3 I have entered the name Arjun. D4 I have entered the name Vikram, all in small letters. After entering the values or text type of data in small letters, I have selected the formulas tab, function library group, and in that function library group I have selected the text option, that is text group, and after that I have clicked on the function upper. After selecting the upper function, the function will be displayed in E2 like that, which is displayed in picture number 1. After displaying the function name upper there, select the cell D2 and press OK, so that all the small letters which are displayed in D2 will be displayed in capital letters in E2. In the same way, after completing the formula, drag the formula downwards by using the fill handle tool, which is displayed in picture number 2. Children, till now you have learned how to use the functions in MS Excel. While using a function or a formula in MS Excel, sometimes we may get errors. So let us see now what are the different types of errors which we see in MS Excel most commonly. So first error is hashes. Hash symbol will be displayed. This symbol, if the hash symbols are displayed in a particular cell, you should understand that this error is displayed when the value is not sufficient to be displayed in the cell. So the data is not sufficient to be displayed in the cell. This type of hashes will be displayed. So if you want to remove these hashes, you can extend the column width. Next one is hash division by 0. This error will be displayed when a number is divided either by 0 or by a cell which has no value. So next error is hash n by a, that is not applicable. This error will be displayed when a value is not available to a function. Next error is hash reference, ref. This error is displayed when a cell reference is not valid. And last common type of error which is displayed in MS Excel is hash value. This error is displayed if the formula includes cells that contain different types of data. Observe the picture here, children. In cells C1, you have got the error as slash division by 0. So as the number is divided by 0, you have got the error like this. In the same way, in C2, you have got the error as slash value, and in C3, you have got the value as hash reference. And in the same way, E4, you have got the error hashes, 3 hashes there. 3 hashes means if the number is not sufficient in the place, automatically it will display as 3 hashes error. And next, in F5, you are able to see the error hash not applicable. Children, let us see the procedure for naming or renaming a worksheet. So in order to name or rename a worksheet, right click on the sheet name. Here you are able to see sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 there. So as I want to rename the sheet 1, I have right clicked on sheet 1, so that when you right click on sheet 1, you are able to see the options, different options, and from the different options available there, select the option rename, so that the computer will allow the user to type the name. So type the desired name and press enter key, so that automatically the name of the worksheet will be changed.